I give my brother a shout out. I got his shirt on. You only can see it in the back though. So I got the back of the shirt.
I steal my siblings' clothes all the time.
No, his line. Oh, I did still do. I ain't paying for it. That's not happening. So I could just you shared it on my phone, so I don't gotta tag it.
Oh, can you just did it pop up? Because the way I tagged you?
I gotta prove it, right? I don't know how it popped up. Yeah, it did.
Just reshare it.
No, it's not my page.
Oh, it's not. I tagged you in.
It's weird. Like, am I supposed to see it?
I tagged you on live. I thought it would have popped up.
I see that you did that, but
Oh, it's 8:30. Are you live?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's tagged me or not.
Oh my gosh, it's 8:30.
I don't know.
Which mic you using? That one over there?
Maybe I can share it.
Hello. Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss B Nicole from the one and only show Chillin with Miss B Nicole, and I am chilling with the lovely Esh.
Hey.
Esh is awesome. She is from 30 and Bear. She is a blogger in the area. Esh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, I'm Esh Lou. Yeah, I have a blog. It's 30 and Bear. I started a blog about, I don't know, 7 years ago. I was 25.
What you be talking about?
Stuff I should not be talking about. Stuff I should not have been talking about. Go ahead, fix that.
Like stuff that I wouldn't tell my mama to talk about, or?
My life was different then. So after, it's funny, I was on Facebook and I seen it, you know how they have the memory? The memory. So I seen a memory of my old blog. And I'm like, dang, I used to blog. And I read it and I was like, oh, I think totally different now. So I was like, let me write one about being 30 because everyone fears being 30. It's like, oh my God, over the hill. Being 30 is so like scary. So I'm like, it's not. I mean, I was petrified. I was 21 3 times and people found out after my third party. But it's like now, I don't know. I was turning 30 and I was just excited about it because I just let the jitters go away. And I was like, I want other people to know that it's not scary being 30. 30 is being amazing. 30 is awesome. I love being
scared of 30.
Why?
Do me a favor, each pull your mic closer to you so the
Right.
people can hear what you got to say.
Check mine. I got it.
Yes. And you sound wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay.
So you fear being 30?
I do fear being 30 just a little bit because I feel like I haven't gotten my life together quite where I want it to be yet. And y'all, this is not the topic. This is just Esh and Bree time right now.
Right. For a couple seconds.
Just a few seconds. We still love y'all. But we need to talk about why I'm so scared of being 30. I just haven't gotten my life together to the point that I feel like I'm coasting. You know, my idea, you know how when you're younger, you're like, okay, when I get 21, I'm going to have it all together. Right. Okay, when I get 25, I'm going to do this, and that, and I'm not going to have bad credit. But here I am, 28, and hitting on 30, and it's like, put the brakes on it. I'm not ready for no kids. Don't come at me with no ring. And 30 is too much. I'm not ready to be married, and that's my ideal age of 30. I'm supposed to be married with 5 kids already. Not 5.
Who put a time frame on being 30? Like, who said once you hit 30, all your shit gonna be together? Like, once you hit 30, I'm gonna have the American dream. I'm gonna have the white picket fence. I'm gonna have a husband on the way. I'm gonna have 2 kids. I'm gonna have 3 degrees. I'm gonna have a career job. Turning 30 to me was turning 18.
When I was 25, I thought I should be done with my master's. I should be well into my career. I should have between 2 and 3 kids, and I should be hitting on marriage because I don't want to be old with children.
So you know, statistically, most people start their career in their 30s. Like in going to
so
school.
I got time?
Going to school in their 30s. They start school in their 30s. People, I like really went and studied it. People start school in their 30s a lot today.
Really?
Like back in the day, yeah. But now the way society is, like 30 is like, now it's go. Now it's like, all right, hit 30, now it's time to go ahead and go. But like, yeah, 25, you have your fun, you do your wild thing and all that good stuff. But like 30 is when you like, all right, now let me focus on what's next. But there's no time frames on things.
Right.
Because you can be 55 and buy your first house. You can be 60 years old and just graduated from college. Who put a time frame on anything? That's the problem. We put time frames on things. And if you put a time frame on 30 that you're going to have all these things you don't have it, then what you become depressed. Or you feel like you're not.
I know.
So you can't go that way.
My internal clock would be like 12 o'clock.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong.
25.
All I'm telling
Almost
you is,
30.
my
Let's get
advice to
together.
you is don't put a time frame on it. Live your life. Just live your life. Because you put time frames on it, you put restraints on things, you're not going to end up happy, because if it don't happen, then you're sad. It's just
So I can't be 30 and bad if I'm all depressed and
Listen,
stuff, right?
I'm 32 years old, and I probably go out party at 21-year-old. I don't need to be, but
But you had the most fun.
But I
You
can.
have so much fun when you go out, and I love going out with you. Y'all been out
I don't
with
go out
y'all
no
ladies
more like
before.
that. I cut the whole going out thing. It's, trying to buy a house, get my life together.
But it was fun while it lasted.
I mean, now it's a reward. It's like, now I go out, it's like, oh, it's fun. Honest truth, I'm tired early. I want to go. I hate riding with other people because they want to do it too.
Which is why you always got to pull up in your own car.
My own car. So I be like, I'm tired, gotta go,
All right,
show my
y'all.
face, and I'm out. So yeah, I just think when you're 30, it just make you more focused on go. And it's just, but being 30 is just, I love it. It's like I'm old enough and I'm young enough at the same time. You know, like I said, it's like turning 18 again, because it's like now you're at the point where you're like, what do I want to be when I grow up? Because I'm 32 years old and I'm still asking that question. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I went to school for something. I tried it out, but I want to try more things. And who says that when I went to college for, I have to do the rest of my life? Who says that, like, you have to have your stuff mapped out?
See, that's my problem, because I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I had this conversation with one of my best friends, Kayla, today. Also, my producer. Shout out to Kayla. You are the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm not talking about Wonder Bread either. She always
Wheat. Wheat is good for you, not white bread.
Wheat is alright, but she's that type of Wakanda bread. You feel me though? My whole thing is I'm a jack of all trades. I'm everywhere. It's like I have ADD in my career, because you cannot put me in one place and think I'm gonna be able to stay there and be happy. Everything that I love to do, I already do, and most of the times I do it for free. If you call me to do something for you, no, it will not be for free. Yes, I might love it, but you got to pay me. But you feel
want
me?
to do it, it's for free.
I'm just saying, I just love to do so many different things and things for people, and none of that stuff pays me in my daily job.
Right.
So I be stressed out, and that's why I'm scared of 30. But you're telling me don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Embrace 30.
Don't be scared of 30. I love 30. I think I actually follow a lot of people who are turning 30, and I can see the difference in people when they turn 30. No one's like, oh my God, I'm turning 30, dreading it. Now people are like, I'm turning 30, because you used to be like scared to say you're trying to hold on to your 20s as much as possible.
30 is the new 20 anyway.
Listen, it's like it's not the new 20.
30 is the new
30
20.
is 30, and it's amazing. Like, I never thought that I'll be saying I'm 30 and loving it, or saying my age. I used to lie about my age for so long, and now I don't mind. What? Now I don't mind saying 32. I just don't mind saying this is my age. I'm 32 years old.
See, my mom, she been 29 for like 29 years. So.
Because if you feel good, look good about yourself, you be happy to say your age. My mom is in her 50s, and she loved to say her age because she knows she look good for her age. So there's nothing wrong with embracing your age. I just feel like the 30s is amazing, and I have just a light at the end of the tunnel, because I heard your 40s is your highest sexual peak. So I got something to look forward to. You know,
I heard we get something popping when
we get it better. So I'm like, I'm jumping already, but when I'm 40, like, it's gonna be crazy.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's been, my whole blog is about being 30, but anybody can read it because it's basically relatable to a lot of other people. I talk about depression. I talk about therapy in the Black community.
Right.
I talk about celebrating Kwanzaa, which is something we don't do. We'll talk about that later. But just like I touch a lot of things. It's not just that I'm 30. It's the thoughts that I have as a 30-year-old. So it's not just for 30-year-olds or people in their 30s. It's just something that this is how a 30-year-old thinks right now.
Okay.
Kind of a sense. So anybody 25 can read it. Somebody 45, 55 can read it. Like, oh, I remember, when I was 30, or, and I went through those same struggles. I actually wrote a blog this morning. My editor, I'm not going to say her name, Tiffany Howard, did not edit it. Thank you, Tiffany. She did not edit it. So I wanted to throw out a blog out there today, but I can't. So it'll be out probably tomorrow. But yeah, it's basically about hating adulting. Like, adulting is forever. So not just being 30, it's just like once you turn an adult, it's like that's the rest of your life. You work and you pay bills.
That's tough.
You find with the hours in between, you find time to live. But yeah, so it's basically about.
That's tough. I don't even want to talk about it. We're going to have y'all.
But you already adult. 28. You already been adult.
I know. And it's stressful. And we're going to have to have a whole nother. This is not our topic, y'all. We're going to have you on the show again to address many topics. Some political, some I won't talk about. We're going to have to address them all. But y'all, today we are gathered here today to talk about some crazy shit. Y'all not going to like this topic. I'm going to let you know right now. If you're homosexual, this topic is not targeting you. This topic is about the feminization of black men. Is it really gay? Are you gay? Or is the world pointing you towards gayness? That's my question. So, a disclaimer being thrown out there, nothing against anyone who lives a homosexual lifestyle, anyone who is bisexual, transsexual, pansexual. If you're pedophilia sexual, no, I don't fuck with that shit. So don't even look at my show. But anything else, do you. The world is a rainbow. We love you. We good. What I'm talking about is the push towards gayness in the black community,
once again,
by colonizers and people in just the media in general. I have a big issue with that. I have some thoughts on that. And Isha, I'm hoping you got some thoughts on that too.
Well, you brought up a celebrity, and then I was like, because she was like, we talking about a celebrity. I'm like, I don't watch TV. I won't listen to the radio. So I'm gonna have to go and do research. So as soon as she said his name, I'm like, let me go research him, because it's cool. They like train you to research. So I'm like studying. I'm like, oh, he's been in basketball for 14 years. Like I'm studying him like that. But I did get to the point of, what was his name again?
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. So I know that.
Wait, hold on. Before y'all, if y'all don't know who Dwight Howard is, you should go ahead and Google him, because it's 2018 and almost damn near everybody knows who Dwight Howard is. This is what happened with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard got caught tipping in the hen rooster house. Mm-hmm. He got caught tipping in a house that he ain't belong into, and the young transsexual person who identifies as whatever they identify as, they outed him. And now the whole world is outing him or putting a gay stigma on him. Whether or not you feel that because he's dating transsexual that he's gay.
I thought he came out as, I read that he came out as gay.
Right?
I thought he came out already.
There is no high-paid black man coming out as gay. That don't exist in 2018.
Okay. Read the wrong blog.
Yeah.
So.
there is no man that does that in 2018. They want to keep their money. So
but the person they said that brought their information out just last year did the same thing with another person. So it could be.
It could not be true.
It could be a lie, but still, he's still in that realm.
But I can't ignore. Speaking of rims, I can't ignore his ass when he grabbed the dick of another male. I saw that. There's a video out where he just, what up, my nigga, and went straight for the dick.
But this is my thing.
That's not a hitting on the ass basketball.
So my thing with homosexuality is, it's a personal sexual preference, right? So you don't go around saying, I suck dick, I fuck, you don't go around talking about how you have sex with. So whoever he has sex with is his business. I don't have a problem with that. I feel like that's his sexual orientation. That's his business. It's not my bit. It's his bit. I respect that in that sense. In that sense, I respect anything in the LGBTQIA, I just study it. Anything in that realm, that's their business. Mm-hmm. But my only issue is when certain people push it on other people. Yeah. Then that's something like, okay, that's something different. Like when it's pushed on the community, when it's pushed on our children, that's my problem. Whatever you do in your bed or whatever you choose to do, that's your prerogative. That's your business. So if he is gay, queer, whatever he decides to choose, that's his thing. I don't have no problem with that. That's not my problem. My problem is when it's pushed onto our community, our men, when it's pushed onto our men, when it's pushed onto our children, and when it's forced on us. Because 10 years ago, you can call somebody gay and nobody cared. Now it's like you call somebody gay, you can't use that word. Why can't we use that word now? Yeah. Because you made that word okay. So now we have to follow. If I didn't agree with it 10 years ago, why do I have to agree with it now? Because you made it okay. Now I have to follow what you tell me to do. Right. So like it. If I don't like it, that's my personal preference. I say don't disrespect them. No. Don't go out there and call them names. No, that's their thing.
But you're allowed to say that you don't like this type of thing. This is not your preference. You're allowed to be vocal about your opinion because it's your opinion. Right. Now, the reason we brought up, the reason I even brought up the whole Dwight Howard issue is because it created conversation about what's okay, what's not okay. Is he gay? Why isn't he speaking on his preferences and that? None of that matters. It's that man's business. But like Isha's saying, and I quite agree with it, what are we pushing on the kids? What are we doing? What is it that the media is saying? The reason I have an issue with this is because if you go all the way back in the day and what they were doing during slavery times is they were forcing men into sexual situations in front of their families and their wives. There is a whole plight of people to eradicate blacks from here. From Earth, from everything. It's called the eugenics.
Buck breaking.
It's called a slave buck too.
Slave buck.
It's slave
Buck breaking.
Buck breaking.
Buck breaking. They call it the slave buck was the terminology for it. And they were trying to break black men, and they would have like white gay owners who own gay owners who were like basically masters who would like make them watch. Basically making, breaking our black men down to making
It's in the Willie Lynch. It's in the whole Willie Lynch book. People systematically say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fuck this man in front of his family so that he is the most strong John Henry hammer swinging ass man, and we're going to make him look weak. In order to make him look weak,
the whole entire.
We're going to fuck him. Yes, so we're going to dehumanize him, and we're going to make him do things that he doesn't want to do in front of his woman until his woman can't look at him.
Because this might be. I'm really blunt with some things I say. Some people don't have to agree with it, but I feel like a lot of homosexuality started off in Europe, and it started off with white men having parties, and their wives used to give them. I had to study this. I took sexuality 101 in college. I thought that was going to be an awesome class. Mm-hmm. I got an F because the whole class was about homosexuality, and I was just like, I didn't sign up for this. But basically what I did take out of the F that I got, I did take out the fact that they had, like, in Europe, they used to have, like, sex parties. And their wives would cater to parties, and, like, older white men would have sex with younger white boys. And I'm just like, that was normal. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure in Africa at that time, we wasn't having those kind of parties. The black men was actually taking care of their homes and stuff like that. I'm not saying no
that we
black
can't,
man
or we couldn't
can be
have,
gay.
Or you're not gay, or you're not really gay. What we're saying is there was a systematic attack on our people that led you into homosexuality and embedded itself inside our community, and that shit not fair. And you need to realize that there's an attack against your people. Not saying that you don't want to go on doing what you're doing, but you got to see that there is a method to the madness, and we ain't start that shit at all.
And it's crazy because it's still that people don't understand how much that plays in today's society with our men. The reason why our men, African Americans, are so homophobic. I'm sorry. I don't care how many people are coming out LGBTQ, IA, or whatever like that. African Americans is a high number of being homophobic because of our past. Like, you broke down our men, and at this point, to be as considered a black strong man, is totally opposite of homosexuality. That's one of the biggest things that we hate. Like, honest truth. Like, black people in the church, they hate it. A lot of times, like, they don't like homosexuality.
Have you seen the film Meet the Johnsons?
No. Did I watch Meet the Giants?
Okay, so there's a film.
It's a regular movie because if it's a regular movie, I don't watch a lot of TV.
No, this is so when I was in college, I had shout out to Natalie Bullock Brown, who is a professor at NC State currently, and she was my professor at my alma mater, the wonderful St. Augustine's University. I love you guys. I'm Falcon, swoop swoop, all that. So she had us watch this horrible it was a greatly done film. It was a short film called Meet the Johnsons, and it is a nasty ass film. It's about this black man who was having all these, since he was little, he was caught jerking off to his dad's picture. Like when he was little. Mm-hmm. This is something that you don't think would ever happen in the black community. So caught jerking off to his dad's picture. Him and his dad have a great relationship. When he gets a little bigger, he jumps his dad and he fucks his dad. Some scrapes.
Y'all watched that in school? And you just asked me that I watched
that. Well, I was a half film, half mass communication major. So you gonna make me forget why I even bought that shit.
I don't know why now. Sorry.
So this film talks about it shows a side of black people that's very taboo, something that we don't do, something that we're not used to and we look down upon. And it showed the different faces of like the mother, the woman that the son married, and how his father was scared of him and how he grew up through all of that. Meet the Johnsons. So this is a movie showing about the sexualization and the feminization of, not even the feminization, the sexualization of a black man and the fetish that he had for his own father. This is taboo, something that we would never think would be in our shit.
I'll take your word for it. I'm not going to watch the movie.
A white man made this movie about black people.
Right.
Okay? This is something that we don't do. So my thing is, in the media, they are pushing whole films. They are pushing whole idealisms that directly affect us from our history on us.
Right.
Like, they are creating some gay ass situations. Okay.
Well, we got shows today we watching with a bunch of homosexuality.
But it's
empire. Like, it's just like
it's different.
It's everywhere you go, you see it.
It's
pushed
pushing
on you.
Homosexuality, even down to, they have a new cartoon on Netflix that is about drag queens. I don't got nothing against drag queens. If me and my family, if we are 18 and older, we gonna go to the drag show and we gonna laugh and have fun and enjoy the presence of drag queens. But my 6-year-old nieces and nephews don't need to be watching no damn drag queens. I think they need to have their own opinions.
Right.
They need space to develop their opinions, and they need time. And it's not fair that it's pushed on children. It's not fair that these idealisms are pushed on us. You know what a recessive gene is? Or have you heard about how pain is embedded in our DNA?
Yeah.
Do you not think that when they were fucking men in front of their families, that pain wasn't embedded in our DNA?
Of course.
And it's brought up to today. So every time they air something on TV that demonizes, feminizes, and shows us in a negative sexual way, that we all are turned on like light bulbs, and that gene is lit up. The entire community. And now you have people who are more susceptible to doing this and that because it's continuously in their face. That's what they're pumping in our community. That's my thing about feminization of the black men.
Well, with the children thing, I worked at a school years ago. I worked at a school, and the school was like one of those high top, high, no, it wasn't a public school. So I was walking to one of the kindergarten classes, and they had a book that said mom, and mom. Like my mom. And then there's like a dad and dad. I'm like, so, I mean, I feel like that's something that I should teach my child at home. I don't need the school to teach, my child, my 5-year-old, about a mom and a mom. I mean, I get that I accept that because that's their thing, but don't teach my child that. Let me teach my child that. Like, where does the line draw that I can teach kids stuff in my home instead of my child going to school and being taught that? Because if I go there and disagree, then I'm a bad parent because I tell you I don't teach my son that. Don't teach my child mom and mom. Like, I feel like that's just, a 5-year-old don't need to know that.
I think that's because there is an attack on the black community, and y'all may think it's a conspiracy, and you may think that, it's okay if you want to be gay and lesbian, and that's fine, but you also need to know that there's a direct attack on our people, and it stems all the way back to the eugenics movement. When they try to eradicate, they try to make us sterile. This is just another way for us not to be together and us not to have kids. This is the destruction of the black family. And I hate to say it like that because it makes it seem like, you're against gay people, you're against this culture, or you don't think people can actually be born gay, this and that. Nah. I believe all that. I just also believe there's a direct attack on our community.
I agree.
And that they're trying to feminize. I was speaking with Kayla earlier today, and we looked up the outfit that Young Thug had on, the dress.
The way these rappers and black celebrities dressing today is,
So her and I had a little discussion because it looks like a dress, but it's actually a samurai. It's actually a samurai outfit.
Is it like slim and black and it's like to the end?
Not that one. It's the blue one that comes down with suspenders. It has 2 big buttons, and it has ruffles going all the way down to the floor.
So what makes that acceptable and not make a dress acceptable?
That's a traditional samurai.
So because it's traditional and there's a name for it, it makes it different than a dress, although it looks like a dress.
Well, that's the conversation we're having.
That's what makes it. I'm trying to learn too.
I don't know, because we went to Africa and we were Muslim, and we would wear the long ass dashikis. What makes that different?
Cut to like
what makes that different? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still dress length. it's still not fair.
I get you. All right,
so what's the difference in that?
You got me there.
So I had to play both sides. I had to play the devil's advocate. I had to play both sides.
That's not as feminine as.
Are we sensitive to it?
No, I'm not saying that. But it's just.
No, I'm asking, are we as a people sensitive to things that we perceive as feminine because of our past?
So if you see a brother with that attire on and a kufi on, and you know where he's going, you already know what that is. Now, but if you switch that up and he got a kilt on, and like he walking around with it, he got on a leather jacket, to me that's your fashion, and it looks on the more the gay side. So it's just, you can't compare. When you openly know this is an attire for a Muslim man, you know this is where, if he had on heels with it or some jewelry on, it'd be different. But if he's wearing a Muslim outfit, I don't even see it looking feminine. It don't even look feminine. A kilt looks feminine, but I can't say that.
Now see,
but because now I'm just contradicting myself talking about other people. But
listen, you're saying a kilt looks feminine.
But
I know a black male who will wear. He will. Shout out to Chris Bryce. I will put you out there. Shout out to my friend, football head Chris Bryce. That's my dog, and he wears a kilt. This man has bigger balls than anybody I know, because he will wear a kilt in the dead of winter. Shout out to Omega Sci-Fi. Shout out to the Masons, by the way, because that's my home and the Eastern Stars. But he's an Omega, and he wears a kilt. I don't know why this man wears a kilt. But he rocks the fuck out of that kilt.
So, but what do you? But I'm
it's not gay when he wears it.
I'm confused. So, what are you saying? So, you're saying that your concept is black men are being feminized and all that stuff. Like they're wearing
That's one way to look at it.
But yet you're saying that he's okay with it because the way he's rocking it. That doesn't make sense to me.
So, what I'm saying is two things. One is, I do believe there's an attack on the feminization of the black male. On the other hand, are we too sensitive about what we think is feminine?
Mm-hmm.
That's two different topics, but
but it's all one and the same, because are we being so? Yes, I do believe there's a feminization of the black male, but also you have to check yourself and saying, am I being too sensitive about this?
I think today that our black men are dressing a little like females. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take the debate. I don't care. I mean, you could explain all the different outfits that you think, but a lot of the clothes are more ladylike to me. So when it comes to a religious attire or cultural attire, okay, it's acceptable. But when men are wearing tighter clothes than females, that's a problem. Why is your joggers, you bend down, they almost rip? Like, I don't feel like, why is your jeans so tight? Like,
so you think tight jeans and
tight tank tops and earrings and their hair, like females are getting their hair straightened like girls. I just feel like that's not masculine for me. I don't want my husband's not walking around. My man's not walking around.
So are there rules for? So is what you think?
You're confusing me because you're saying that everybody is pushing us to homosexuality, but then you're saying that they can dress like females. So I'm confused with what you're trying to say.
No, I'm not saying that they can dress like females. What I'm saying is, are we sensitive to certain things? Is that really feminine?
Well,
or is that
gay? Black people,
70s.
No, but like I said,
70s attire.
So 70s attire.
But like I said. So now I lost my dang one. You messing me up. You already messing me up, dang. You in the background. You messed me up. I had a whole point. It's gonna get back to me.
All right, listen. While we're waiting, I have a clip to play from the Boondocks when Gangsta-licious came up there. We love Boondocks. I will play that clip for you.
I love Boondocks. But now I gotta think of my thought.
Hold on, I need to. Can y'all hear that?
I can hear it.
You can? Can y'all hear that out there? Y'all can't? Oh, I know why.
Lifestyle. Well, I mean, I know he ain't no real gangster, but that's cool. Cause see, he's.
Hold on.
Hey, check it out. Gangsta-licious sends me a box of free gear, and I'm gonna be the first nigga on the streets to rock. Gangsta-licious sure does send you a lot of free stuff. Hey man, Gangsta-licious is my home. Oh, now you're home.
She's lesbian.
Sometimes you just gotta put aside your differences and work through problems with your homie, so y'all can keep your being home. You feel me? That's very sensitive of you, right?
And it's her first
You're
time
okay with
watching,
his
but she been saying
lifestyle.
some
Well, I mean,
shit.
I know he ain't no real gangster.
Like, for real.
Cause see, he's an
My name
entertainer.
is Devonna Rainer.
He's telling our story.
Hi, Devonna.
So you okay with him being gay? Gay? Who said he was gay? Nigga, is you crazy? Gangsta-licious gay. You crazy. Come on, Riley, the song, the dance, do the homie. The homie dance ain't gay. I do the homie. That's not gay. You who thinks everything in the world is gay? Nigga, you gay. You gay. Y'all niggas are gay. Nigga, you gay. That's gay.
Licious. You got the hit song that's killing them in the streets right now. No, don't take that literally, folks. Just killing them in the streets. Homies over hoes. And now, I'm telling you, the clothing line's jumping off. This thing is, what do you say, Gelman? Off the hook? Tell us about that.
Well, Reed, we just had to bring, our own flavor to the fashion game. Fashion's a real big thing to me and my crew, what I'm saying? Personal grooming, hygiene, facial, shiatsu, seaweed wraps, that type of thing. And we not doing it for females, what I'm saying? We doing it for us, that's real thing.
All right, we've got some models. Check it over here with some of your new gear.
The vest isn't actually bulletproof, correct?
No, not really, but it's a hot style. And pink is definitely the in color for this season. And here we have the Gangsta-licious super long tee.
Oh, that's long, baby, but that's the style, right?
Oh, why's the backside cut out?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I like your attention to detail, Kel. I'll tell you why. That way, you don't have to waste time lifting up your t-shirt. You can get to your toast real fast, you know what I'm saying? Get a drop on it. Not that we want the kids to carry guns or nothing like that, because we always tell the kids that ain't the way. Matter of fact, I had a song called Kids, That Ain't the Way. But if you got to pull a burner out on a nigga, this t-shirt can give you the half a second or more that may save your life.
Now this here is just amazing.
If you got to pull a burner out on a nigga.
I didn't know that
wrote
were
it.
pearls.
Oh yes, definitely,
Yeah,
Kelly. We
right
just
there.
want cats out there in the street, to step their jewelry game up. It's all about pearl necklaces.
Wow, pearl necklaces. Well, I don't know if I can wear one, but fascinating.
I had this good thing about
All right. We're back. It's your girl, Miss B. Nicole, from the one and only show, Chillin with Miss B. Nicole. All right, y'all. So you heard all that, Ish, right?
Yeah, I was listening to some of it.
Some of it. That's one of my favorite episodes. But it really, the one thing I like about Boondocks is they tell the truth without telling the truth.
I watched every episode of Boondocks. I love Boondocks. Everything about it.
Wakanda forever. We love you, Boondocks. So one thing, did you hear the part? Okay, so in the actual clip,
right,
if you watch it, there's a part where Gangsta-licious is having a fashion show. And because we were just talking about Young Thug and what he's dressing like, so he's got like a pink crop top, he's got these pearls, he's got this long dashiki that goes to the ground,
right,
but the back of it is cut out. And he said you could pull your burner out of that. And it's directly a square on the back of his black ass. Which I think is used for other reasons, okay?
But you know what my boy say? That's gay. Okay? Everything gay to him. That's gay.
Every single thing was, so the whole point about me playing this clip is because every single thing to Riley is gay.
Everything.
You don't brush your teeth, that's gay.
I love him.
You
Everything is gay. That's
you
gay.
want a hamburger? That's gay. You want to go to school?
He's
That's
like my
gay.
son. That's gay.
Every single thing he said was he thinks is gay. But when it came to Gangsta-licious and the feminization that Gangsta-licious, yes, that Gangsta-licious promotes and that he has, is super gay, but Riley doesn't think it's gay. And the reason I'm pointing that out,
that's a huge point you're making. I was making earlier. They making it okay. So when they see their celebrities doing it now, I can dress that way. I just feel like I like the 90s men. I mean, you can say the 70s and all that.
So you like the big ass baggy clothes with the FUBU hat.
That's 2000s.
Not we look at 90s was fly.
10 people could fit in them
But
pants.
I'm gonna say millennium. Like I like me a Tim and some not really super baggy. Like some room. I need some.
You want his nuts to breathe.
Penis room. Yes, you need some room for the manhood. Let the manhood breathe. And I still can see the size of your booty with the pants and jeans. I get that.
I don't care. I don't want to know the size of your booty.
I like booties. I'm a booty woman.
I'm not a booty.
I think booties are. We ain't gonna talk about that.
No.
We gonna talk about what I usually like. Alright, so but like alright, so back to like when I'm back to this. So the fact that like I'm gonna get it clear. Although, yes, homosexuality is making a breakthrough, and they're saying, like, what was this new thing they're saying, that gay is a new black or something?
Oh, we're definitely talking about that.
I definitely researched.
It's 9:03. We're talking about that shit. Y'all.
I definitely researched that. You know what's funny? I like researched the crap out of this whole topic, and the things that I was finding are just
astounding.
The new civil rights, and the civil rights is the same thing as like it's just like homosexuality and civil rights was the same movement. It's just so much, y'all.
Put a pin right there. What Isha's referring to, because we did have a prior conversation before we got in here, and I'm sorry if our attention deficit disorder is prevalent right now, because that's what we do. But so bringing my brain back to the point is black and homosexuality is the same fight. That's what
they're saying.
That's what
civil rights movement is the same thing as like the homosexual
pro-black.
Like, huh?
Pro-black.
Like so like it's the same thing. So like
I can never agree with that. I don't think anyone struggles.
It has similarities.
I don't give two fucks. Okay,
I'm saying it does have. No, I'm saying it does have similarities. We could do a circle and have some similarities. It's some similarities,
and in the middle, it's
but you can't compare the two. That's my point. It's some similarities, but don't compare the two.
I think okay. So we can agree that there are some similarities between issues that both movements have had, but I don't think that the civil rights movement can be compared to anyone. Because not even to the Holocaust.
That's just white people always trying to be victim. You're always trying to find a way to identify something that we dealt with, our struggles, to make yourself a victim. You're not a victim. I mean, you are in a sense, I guess, but you can't compare to ours.
It's not the same.
I mean,
it's like when you go.
There is an attack on homosexuality. There is an attack on homosexuality. Like there is, and I'm going.
There is.
So the fact that man went in there and shot up their whole gay bar, I have a heart. I feel that way. When somebody's getting beat just because they're gay, that's a problem. But don't compare it to the civil rights movement. That's my concern. You can't compare the two. You're never going to see homos can't drink from this fountain. You're never going to see that.
But you're going to see this is a black only fountain. This is a white only fountain.
You seen that, but you're not going to see.
Okay, some people say
gays got more rights than we do.
You cannot physically see your sexual orientation unless you are somewhat flamboyant or you choose to show yourself different from society. But black baby don't wash off. Ain't no washing this. Which is why there is... Okay, so there's another quote. The feminization of the black man is soft genocide. Thoughts? What's your thoughts on that? Are we killing our families by not actually reproducing with the people that look the fuck like us? Are they trying to kill us?
That's deep to put it that way. I mean, I never sat here and thought of it that way.
Even the whole people want Scotties, they want bunnies, snow bunnies.
I'm gonna
Shout
say
out to my brother because he said Scotties.
I'm gonna agree. You know why I'm gonna agree? Because nothing to me when it comes to black people is bizarre. Like the things they do to us. It's like it's an ongoing thing. They find so many ways to get rid of us. It's like, why do y'all care and put so much energy in black people? Like, why do y'all care so? They'll try anything to get rid of us. So I can say, yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. Making black women still think they're ugly. Still making men not want black women. All whatever black women do is not like. It's when somebody else do it, it's glorified. When we do it, it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like Serena, I'm saying when she go out and when she goes, they had a picture of her going to the market and seeing she look a mess. But then you got Cardi B who went out there in lighter skin and prettier hair. She went out there, she being real. Like no matter what we do, it's considered ugly or not feminine enough, or they just try to down black women no matter what. And I feel like so black men won't want us.
But so here's my whole theory, and I believe this all started from the eugenics movement, and I believe pushing homosexuality in the black community is it's like the next wave from the eugenics movement. Do you know what the eugenics movement is?
Go ahead. I probably once you start talking about it, I'll probably be like, yeah.
So the eugenics movement is just a movement where they thought they needed to marginalize black people. This is past slavery, but before they really counted us as human. This is like during the civil rights era. And Margaret Sanger...
Yeah, I was just reading that. Go ahead.
So Margaret Sanger was actually... she's actually Hillary Clinton, who Hillary Clinton loves. But Margaret Sanger was over Planned Parenthood. And she was the nice face of the eugenics movement. So the eugenics movement started by white men. And those same white men started the country. And the whole thing is marginalizing black people in spaces and eradicating them from the United States or other places across the U.S. Mm-hmm. So that's that. And with Planned Parenthood, she she made it so that we were sterile as black women. They were giving us shots. They were, killing the babies. Planned Parenthood did not start for us.
Yeah.
Right.
Just talking about that.
Actually, if you guys don't know, Hitler got his, for you guys who are all about the Holocaust, Hitler actually got his idea for the internment camps from Margaret Sanger and the eugenics movement. They had direct conversations about this, and that's how that got popping over there. And if you don't know how black people were a part of the Holocaust, they sterilized us in droves, hundreds of thousands of people, because Hitler believed that a Jew was the inbred child between blacks and whites. He said it was just a dirty creation between black people and white people. And if you want to check me, go ahead and watch Mafa 21. Some knowledge for you.
Cite your sources, girl.
The whole point in me saying this is I believe that forcing homosexuality on the black community is the next wave of the eugenics movement, because when they realized they could not sterilize us in our communities, when they realized after pumping syphilis into black men that they were still going to fuck black women and still going to create babies no matter what, and that our internalness was so strong that they can't stop us, they decided to turn the black man because it worked early. That's my opinion.
The hard part about that is
people really gay.
they still having babies.
They still have black gay babies still having babies. If you down low, you should be damn ashamed of yourself. Just come out. People love you.
No, because you know what? Speaking of that, real quick, because we are jumping like we're on the same topic. We just jumping.
Jumping everywhere. It's so much.
Speaking of that, there are a lot of black men. I want to say a lot that do not identify as gay, but have sex with men. Because they believe that it's a sexual preference, and that's it. I have sex with men. I'm sexually attracted to men, but I am not gay. And they really, really believe that. Why they believe that? Because in the black community, being gay is considered wrong. You're not masculine, stuff like that. So they hide that part, but they like having sex with men. So they're not going to identify as being gay, but I'm going to have sex with men. Those men I can't mess with, because you could be right now in a relationship with that man. You could be married to that man right now. You could have 5 kids with that man right now who's having sex with men who don't identify as gay.
And then in 30 years, when it's all socially acceptable shit, they're going to come out and leave their wives, and they're going to be gay as hell and leave their happy gay lives.
We're still having babies.
And still have their 5 black
Everything
kids.
they do is don't be working with black people. It's just something that we just keep. We like Creed. You see Creed, right? He ain't had broken ribs, bro, and still survive. That's black people in a nutshell. They do everything to us, and we still strong.
Side note, sis, bruh, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, guess what? It's a motherfucking duck. Don't cook that shit. Put it back in the wild where it belongs, okay? Side note.
So, I mean, you can go. This topic can go anywhere. And everywhere. And then I just was like, it's so funny. I'm moving to North Carolina. Big up to me. No one,
Hey.
all right. Then, so, still repping Philly though, 215.
Oh Lord.
All right. But I was reading. It was like the percentage. They said that the governor was basically embarrassed. That she was embarrassed because the percentage was so high for people voting because of the First Amendment. Where basically, like, the First Amendment is that you marry a male and a female marries. So there's like 61% of black people voted for that because they still believe that marriage is between a male and a female. Mm-hmm. So they saying that she was embarrassed because she said that we embarrassed her to look. So I don't say we, not yet, y'all. North Carolina embarrassed her because they were acting like Mississippi. Meaning, like, black people still, is a high rate of black people that are homophobic. There's a high rate of black people who do not accept gays at all. So it's just, I mean, we see it moving and shifting, but it's still a high number of black people who just not accepting it at all. Social media is a good. I love social media and I hate it. It shows you whatever it wants you to know. You know what I'm saying? Like you can think, like, at one point, honest truth, I can really say this, that I messed up. I had made a comment about black men not being their children's wives. Statistically, black men are the highest people that be in their children's lives. But
social media
me not knowing that and just thinking and looking at social media, I'm thinking, niggas ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like black men ain't with their kids.
Shout out to my daddy. Shout out
my
to
dad there too.
My daddy too.
There.
See, our daddy.
All 3 of our daddies.
Our daddy's there.
Yes. And there's 8 of us. That's Only the strong survive, baby.
Color of Welfare.
Love you, Dad.
You read the Color of Welfare. They broke it down on how they went and broke down the black family to
You
take the
can't
black
even
man out of the
have,
home.
right now, to this day, 2018, you cannot have a man living in your house and have child support. You can't. You can't get that. You have a man living in your house and
Working
get...
at my job, they still do it. They still in that house. Ain't nobody checking for it.
But if they were to check, you're not technically supposed to. In order to get those benefits, you can't have
Back
them
in the
in
day,
the
they
house.
used to go to your house.
Yes, they used to go to your
And
house.
check in your house.
And that's the destruction. And now everyone's yelling, well, there's no black men around. That's because white folks chased them out.
we could be here all day, but I could break that down from the...
I know, from the Rudy to the Tootie, but we ain't got time
They
to
ain't got
fry
time for
no
that,
chicken.
but I'm just saying, we can definitely break that down because they really took our men out of our home. So they just find any kind of way, basically, to break the black people down. But statistically, black women, we still high. Is I don't know what in education, entrepreneurship. We doing our thing.
We doing our
thing. But
millionaires.
the sad thing about it is, and I love the fact that black women are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But like our men, we still need our men to do that.
Yes,
we still need our men to follow. Because back in the day, I remember listening and watching back in the day, when a black man got you pregnant, he was thinking about marrying. You know what I'm saying? Black people thought about family, thought about community. It ain't even community no more. Most people call CPS on their cousin, their mom, and I'm like, that's crazy. What happened to the black community when your neighbor can pop your child, your neighbor can watch your kid? What happened? See, our black community is just like today.
What happened?
Used to be.
I don't understand why that's even a question when you take an entire village. And you spread,
I know what
you drop the people that were in this village all across the world in a Pan-African circle. You drop them everywhere and expect them to still raise a nation. You can't do it. We're broken people, and it's not our fault. It's not.
We like I said earlier, I believe that we are the strongest and the weakest people ever.
At the very same time.
At the very same time, because we just so giving. We're so giving. Like I really think that a white person going to a black community should feel safer than a black person going to a white community. When I'm in the suburbs, I am terrified. I don't know if they're going to hang me. I don't know if they're going to hide me and do some freaky stuff and put me in their basement. I'm in the hood with a white girl. They're like, oh, what's up, white girl? You know, we were more friendly. You see what I'm saying? We were more acceptable to letting people in. Mm-hmm. We've always been that way. But that's a good and that's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. It's a bad thing, too, because we just too goddamn friendly. We keep letting people... just they did it. It's okay. No, I'm sorry. I have a lot of white friends that I play close. I'm cool with. I gotta know you for real. But at the same token, you gotta be smart and know. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta know who you are and who they are, because it's still relevant. It's still relevant. We still getting killed. We still going places and people. My girlfriend just called me the other day and told me that she was outside with her. The guy was outside and the white woman come outside all in his face, like she had 10 men behind her. She do. So all she gotta do is call 911. Guess who getting shot? Him. And he not wrong. She wrong. How you a grown woman and you in this grown man face like this? And then he know. Listen, I don't believe in men hitting women, but it was that close that he could have shook her behind because she was so in her face. But she disrespected that black man because they don't have no respect for us because everybody's backing them up. That's just the way this place is going. And pull back to homosexuality. That's a big part. Everything links back to that. Like. It's always some kind of way they're trying to do that to break us down. They find
every nook and cranny to get into to break us down.
Every time.
That is why I propose the question: is it really gay, or is it the feminization of the black man? Is this the eugenics movement trying to snatch us back up? What's going on? And again, to anyone who is homosexual and identifies as LBGTIA. You learn fast. Anyone who identifies as that is not what's on the docket today. I'm not attacking that. More power to you. I have family who, I completely support anyone as who they are. Because I want you to support me that way.
Just don't.
But I'm not blind and I'm not stupid, and I'm seeing a full force at work here. I'm seeing people trying to come down and bring the hammer down on my people.
It's on every TV show.
In a billion different ways. I can't turn the TV on without a nigga kissing somebody.
Yep.
That's just like him. Okay? That's real.
It's to the point where I have a 12-year-old, African American male, and I had to ask questions that, you know, I didn't think I would have to ask, you know, because I had to be like, because it's so hard these days to know, because being gay is so in and it's so normalized that, like, I'm not saying if my son, you know, God forbid I said that, you know, was gay, because I do want grandchildren, but if he was, then I would have to learn to accept that. Yes, I do. But in the same token, it was like I had to have a conversation with him to know, like, to teach him, like, I don't believe in letting your son wear nail polish. I don't believe in letting your 5-year-old wear skirts and dresses. I mean, I had that argument in college where they'll say, you know, gender doesn't matter.
No, gender absolutely doesn't matter.
Hold up, they're teaching that in college.
I know they are. That gender doesn't matter, and that's why their kids is coming out fruitier than a fucking bottle.
But they're okay with that. We're not.
And when I say fruity, I'm not talking about sexual orientation. I'm talking about fucked up in the head. Y'all don't know if y'all
you're not 5 years old letting them wear. I'm not letting my 5-year-old tell me that, I identify as a woman. And then I'm gonna go buy them dresses.
Because you're 5 and you just saw Barbie, and Barbie's well paid, so her cartoon looks great. Of course you want to be fucking Barbie, because they don't got Black Kim on TV.
My son will get a G.I. Joe. My son will play video games. My son will wear freaking pants and love the color blue. And that's what I'm going to teach my son. I'm not going to open the doors of painting his nails, take him to the mall with me, giving him Barbies. I'm not doing that. And no professor is going to tell me that I'm wrong for saying that my son's not doing it.
Child, listen. My brother, we are 22 months apart. Shout out to you, Edward and Payne, Brandon Roach. I love you. Wakanda forever. His favorite color was pink because my favorite color was pink. Right. My mom calls us Irish twins. That's when you were within 2 years of each other. So his favorite color pink, my favorite color pink. He want to do what I want to do because I'm his sister and I'm just a little bit older. So we can do everything together. Do you think that man wear pink today?
Because your mom didn't play on it.
Because your mom didn't feed into that.
Exactly. But other people will be like, oh, he wants to wear pink, so let me buy him a pink Barbie, let me paint his nails. So then you're confusing this child, and then he's thinking that, no, there's gender differences.
Ain't no way. No.
There's gender differences.
Ain't no way.
No. And honest truth, when I said that in class, everyone looked at me like they wanted to fight me, and I'm not
what's wrong with celebrating your differences and being who you are? If you are gay, fine. But if you are a male, why can't you be? Why is it not okay to be happy to be a regular male?
What is a male? What does it identify?
What is a male?
And now
you got some shit between your legs. Then yes, you a male. In my opinion, whether you put it where you dress it up, put some lipstick on, put at the end of the day, your testosterone.
Out of respect, today, 2018, you have to ask somebody, what do you identify?
What do you identify as?
She, he, her. And I'm just like, I get that. And as my profession, I do ask that because it's part of my profession. But personally, we're going to separate the two. As my profession, I have to do that. But personally, I just feel like, no. Because I can identify right now as a white woman, but I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not. I identify as 12.
Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. I'm coming for a loan tomorrow.
I identify as rich.
Brianna.
I identify as rich.
It's Brianna Roach with an E, because that's how white people spell their last name when it's Roach with an E. It's Brianna Roach with an E, and I identify as white. Can I please get a loan? Shit don't work like that.
It's just, you can't pick and choose what you want to be.
So anything
white people agree with, they're gonna make it to we have to basically succumb to it. Where now we have to agree with it. So now that they agree that we should wear nail polish stuff like that, then we all supposed to agree the same way. So if I think differently, I'm wrong. So if I think that my son should have a G.I. Joe or whatever,
they're gonna demonize that.
So I'm a bad parent because I ain't give them choices. The difference is, first of all, we can't raise our children like y'all raise your children. We raise our children to survive. You don't. So we have to raise our children differently, period. Our children don't have choices. We don't give them choices, because guess what? In real life, they don't get choices. So all that, he has choices, and we don't discipline him physically because
you have to beat Raheem ass like he stole something so that he don't steal nothing.
Just shout out to say this disclaimer: don't you leave bruises or marks. But you still use the bigger belt.
Use the bigger belt. Okay,
we do timeouts. My son ain't get no damn timeout.
No timeout.
You just start pop.
Yes.
As long as it ain't bleeding a million marks, we good. But just like, now I feel like society is breaking our people even with that. Like, we can't do nothing. We can't chastise our children. We can't, it's just like, now our children want to be around here with too many damn choices, and they don't want to be wearing skirts because society, who are white men who are up here, always running things.
But, so there's also us, so they have to make it something they're not afraid of.
Yeah.
They're not afraid.
If they're a black man, it could be the gayest black man ever, and they still terrified of him. They're gonna be terrified of a black man, period. Because even a gay black man will whoop your ass.
Yes, so. I know that, and you know that. But I think it makes them feel better to see the one in the
I think they feel better because they feel like they control them. Like, oh, you know what I mean? They have a
hand in it.
Yeah, so I feel like, yeah. But they still fear that black man.
So again, is it really gay? Or is it the feminization of the black male? There's so many facets to this question. It's a multifaceted question, multi-historical question. There's so much that pours into this topic, which is why I loved it. And sorry that we jumped around, but
this is what we do when you with me. You gonna jump around.
And my brain just works like that. You're lucky I even remember the name of my show, okay?
Oh, hold on before I say anything. So I have on my brother's shirt.
Shout out to her brother.
Shout out to my brother. So you have to follow him on Instagram. What happened to love? All right, I forgot how to spell it, you guys. It is, I wrote it down, WH2LOVE. Fear is not real, love is. So follow my brother. His shirts are awesome. And I did not pay for this. I stole it. He don't know I have it. But here we go. Now he knows.
And since we're doing shameless plugs, I have to shout out my mother, Patricia Collins Roach. She's currently with the Plainfield Vikings down in Florida. She is the coach of some little girls who made it all the way to nationals. And y'all, cool. I'm from the hood. I'm from a place where, yes, the houses look nice, but niggas sell the same shit on the corner every day. So I'm from a place where it is hard to make it out, and my mother is doing wonderful things. The Plainfield Vikings are doing wonderful things, giving kids an extra option and an opposite option than the normal, and they made it all the way for the I think maybe the 4th year in a row to Florida to the national competition. So big ups to you guys, big shout out to you guys. I love you guys.
Take it on to Florida. Let them see something different. Did they fly or drive?
They drove.
Okay, cool.
So good luck to y'all. It's too many damn kids on that bus for me. Yeah. But good luck to y'all. My mommy, you so strong.
I love seeing kids from the hood go to different states because you see people who are like in their 40s and never been out their own neighborhood.
And
I mean, in Philly they might go far as Atlantic City, but a lot of people haven't been out there.
And that's pushing it because the tolls.
Up north, down here we got no tolls. Hey. And parking only $1.50 an hour. Try to take that Philly PPA. But again, follow 30 and Bear. 30 and BARE.
And y'all, we got 4 minutes left in the show.
I can go a whole lot from that.
Okay, you feel me though? Follow 30 and Bear. And in these last 4 minutes, tell me, you have anything new going on? What's up with your blog? Where can people come find you?
All right, so I'm on Instagram, purpleunicorn_31. Because I was 31 when I made that. Apparently, and I love my age. So, hello. My sister gave me that name, actually. My birthday came and she called me a unicorn. I was like, why do you call me a unicorn? And she basically said that, I'm rare.
Because you are.
And I'm like, it fits. I'm a freaking unicorn. But just so happened, unicorns became popular. And all these little kids remember unicorns. And I feel like, you're not a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. You're not a unicorn.
I better not catch you fighting no kids.
I'm a unicorn. No, I'm just mad because to be on homosexuality, rainbow used to be my what? I had rainbow belts, rainbow shoes. And
but now you can't wear it.
They took my rainbow because I don't need no dikes on my top. They already think because I got locks that I want them. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a part of that. It's not my thing. I don't like the female thing. Big ups to you guys, but not for me.
Everybody got a preference. Some people like Kool-Aid. Some people like Crystal Light.
And I like unicorn. So purple unicorn _31. You can follow me on Instagram. Don't follow me on Facebook because that's personal. And I changed my name on there so clients won't follow me. 30 and Bear. It's new things is I'm just trying to write more, get more viewers, get people to read. Everybody want me to do videos and pocket. That's not my thing. I want people to go back to reading, and I'm not going to change.
Another lost art in everyone's community.
And I'm not going to change myself just to go and fit in. So if I got 100 viewers, then I'll take those 100 faithful viewers. But I'm just not changing myself just to get people to come in. I'm not going to show my booty. I'm not going to wear small clothes. I'm not going to put a bunch of makeup on just to get people to read. It's something I'm not gonna do. So, you know, something you can do in your leisure. I have friends who are like, oh girl, I ain't read your blog. What? It's only 3 paragraphs. How much time you on Facebook? How much time are you on your phone doing nothing when you can read something and then when they read it, actually be like, it's good. I'm funny as hell. I'm definitely fucking funny. And I try my best to be unbiased. Like, I try to be open. And I think I'm really good at explaining things to the point where you, like, I might not agree, but I get it.
I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying. You feel what I'm saying?
And I did. I
had her edit one of mine.
Yeah, she had me edit. She had me edit shit. So what I did was I knew Ish wasn't going to accept none of these changes. So I put them in the comments.
Yeah, I wanted her viewpoint of it, and then I was like, I don't agree. So that's what I do sometimes. I'll take some key points. Like, some people tell me, they'll read a blog and be like, my editors, and be like, oh, this make you sound vulnerable. I'm like, bet, submit it. Because I want to feel vulnerable. I want people to be open. There's no problem with being open with who you are. I'm not changing who I am for society. I'm not going to sit there and say, you know, I don't have depression. I'm not going to sit there and say that I don't go to the therapist. I'm not going to sit there and say that being a mom is hard.
You're going to be 30 and bare.
I'm broke half of the time. Getting a house is hard as fuck. Like, I'm going to say what you think, and that you're not going to say out loud because you don't want people to see you differently.
And that's real blogging. That's real content.
So read my blog, man.
That's right.
It's just take time out your day. Stop Facebook like that. When you commuting to work, when your train ride, when you at lunch, you ain't doing nothing and you bored. When you at work and your job boring as hell. It's a few paragraphs. It's funny. You know what I mean? You can comment. People do not comment. They're like, I don't understand how you comment. Everybody text me and inbox me. I don't like that. Right under my blog. Yeah, so
y'all, this ain't no fluff. This is her real life.
It's really made.
And it's really there for you.
It's really made. Now, all the stories might not be made. It just might be some people that I see. Everything is me. So I'm thinking everything me. But yeah, I just keep it. I try to keep it real though. So,
well, shout out to you, Ish, and thank you so much for
having me on here, man.
Blast. You guys, Chillin with Miss B Nicole has a lot of exciting things going on. Catch me out in the street. If you want me to come to an event near you, please contact us. You can catch me at Chillin with Miss B Nicole. You can catch me at Miss B Nicole 2017 on Instagram, and you can catch my producer because I'm not good at reading text messages or responding to a thing. I'm sorry.
You better respond back to me.
So DM Kayla Walker. Y'all, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been 30. It's been bare, and it's been chilling with Miss B Nicole. Is it really gay? Or is it the feminization of a black man? We out. We out, baby.
Real.